welcome back to Al Frugoni Open Fire Cooking. Today we're gonna do one of my favorite cuts ever, the beef ribs. Our friends from RC Ranch here in Texas, they sent us these beautiful, beautiful marbled Wagyu Texas beef ribs. In Argentina, we call this costillar ventana or costillar del centro. That literally means window rib or window of the center, because it's exactly here in the middle where the ribs have more meat. Today we're gonna cook, of course, open fire, but we're gonna use two of the main techniques in Argentina. We're gonna cook open fire traditional style on the grill, and we're gonna cook the other one on asador style, and we're gonna use the same grill. So when you're looking to buy a beef rib to cook open fire, this is what you have to look for. Small bones, a thick piece of meat, marbling, right? And then you wanna have a nice thick piece of fat. You don't want this. Believe it or not, remember, open fire is different from smoking. So we're gonna need that fat, right? So if you have fat like this one, I like this one better than this one. Next, we're gonna trim the fat and prepare the ribs to cook. No, remember, open fire, we don't trim fat, we don't take the membrane off. Remember, we need all this to cook, and I'm gonna keep repeating this until the end, okay? Don't trim fat and leave the membrane on. Did you see this membrane here? This is gonna protect the meat from drying out, same as the fat. So today we're gonna use my Texas blend, Texas salt and pepper, because I think and I believe that that's the only thing this piece of meat needs. I'm gonna go heavy, it's a thick piece of meat. And one more time, I'm gonna season it only in the meat side. Prep ready, and you saw it took me less than 1 minute. And that's a different thing about open fire and smoking, right? The prep is always super easy. And remember, sometimes I like to season even when I put it on the grill, right? I'm calculating we're gonna take 4 to 5 hours to cook these plate ribs. 80% of that time, we're gonna cook it in the bone side. The bone is gonna radiate the heat, so basically the bone is gonna cook the meat. So let's go to the grill, vamos. Well, today we're gonna use the Tagwood barbecue. I absolutely love this grill because two reasons. First is the Argentinian style. It's a firebox with a Santa Maria on the side, up and down, but this one has this extension, and then you can cook asador style. So basically it's the two ways of Argentinian grilling in one grill. That's why I love this grill so much. Ow, it's hot. We just turned the fire on, so we put firewood, we put charcoal, but you know what we don't have is embers ready. We have to wait for the embers to be done to push it down here and cook with the embers. So we can start the asador style. Let's do it, vamos. This is a feature that I wanna show you, see? The fact that you can turn this and work with the rack away from the fire, this is perfect. We're gonna down. Like I said, bone side first. I wish Santi is here, man. See, then you can regulate the height, flip it. Okay, now we have the rack on, and this is another question that I have a lot. How do you measure, or how you calculate the temperature you're cooking this? And how you know? With this thermometer. This is called the Al Frugoni thermometer, and you can use it too. Look, you put your hand here, up and down, and you count in your head. Until you have to take your hand because it's burning. Ta-da! Sorry, Santi! Vamos, Santiago, la concha de tu hermano! All right, Santi's here, I'm happy now. All right, let's keep going. So I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? That's what I want. That is considered like a medium heat. So now the goal is to maintain this heat, right? Today we have zero wind, that is very weird here, but that's good for this type of cooking, right? If the wind picks up, I'm gonna lower it up, right? If the wind goes that way or the fire starts like coming up, I can put it down, right? But my goal now for the next 5 hours is to have this 6 seconds here. Remember, you are in control, not the fire, not the wind. You are in control all the time, right? Vamos, vamos! Oh! Okay, so now we have a nice bed of embers already cooked, already red. to push there, but what happened here? I destroyed my fire, right? So it's very, very important to keep adding firewood, keep adding charcoal or whatever you're using. Keep adding, because you need to feed this fire to cook this, but also you need to keep producing these embers to do this cook, right? Burn some wood, baby. Burn it! Dude, this is the weirdest shit. Oh. Don't worry, don't panic. Don't panic, Santi, don't panic. Santi, baby. Now, same deal as the asador style. The Frugoni thermometer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I like that. That's the heat that I like. We can already put the meat. Let's go. This is the thicker part up here, so I'm gonna put it closer to the box because it's always hotter in this side. Same deal, guys. I set up the conditions of how to cook, and now my job is to maintain these conditions. Keep producing the embers, keep adding when you need it, okay? And like I always say, now it's time to open a wine, drink a beer, or whatever you like, and relax. Enjoy the process. This is what open fire is all about, enjoying the process. One and a half hours into the cook, and check this out. See how the meat start pulling out, and what I call it start showing the teeth here. I like to see that. Now I'm touching here and I feel a little warm. It's not hot, it's a little warm. That indicates me that the cook is doing perfect. See how up here it pulled more than down here? That means that it has more fire on the top. I feel like I have more heat up here than down here. It's an easy fix. Santi is gonna put some embers there. What I'm trying to do is to even the heat up and down. But I really like what I'm seeing. I like that golden, I like that sizzling, I like that dripping, I like the worms in the back of the rib. It's doing perfecto. Vamos, and check this out. Same here, guys, see? See how it started less than the other one, but it started to show in the teeth. Okay? Then we need another inch, right? Still we have like 3 hours on this cook, right? Now I'm gonna flip it. So we start cooking more this side, right? I like the fire, I like how it's looking, I like everything about this cook. Now keep enjoying and remember the 3 rules of open fire. Patience, patience, patience. 2.5 hour mark. Check this out, guys. That's what I like to see. Look at this. Warm up here. Another thing that tells me it's going good is this, you know how it's bleeding up here? That means that the bone got super hot. He cooked the first layer, the second layer, the third layer, all the way to the top. So this one here is all ready to flip, but because the other one is not ready yet, we're gonna turn it this way, right? We're gonna lower the heat. Nothing wrong with that. Instead of having 6 seconds, we're gonna take it to 12 because this one is gonna wait to that one. And that's normal because it's more efficient to cook like this. Asador style, you know, you have to deal with the wind, you know, and all that stuff. So it's normal that this one is behind. But the thing and the truth is the asador looks cool as hell, right? You look at me cooking here, cool, but look at me cooking here. Amazing, cool, look at that. Ba, 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 ba. So this is not far away. I love what I'm seeing here too, right? The bone is pulling up, showing their teeth, right? The golden color I love. You can see now on detail how the membrane is working, right? It's protecting all the meat, it's retaining all the moist. This side, I like it, same deal. So this cook is going perfecto. 30 more minutes here, and then we're gonna flip it. Maybe 1 hour, maybe less. Let's see what happened, okay? But in the meanwhile, yes, I eat veggies. I'm not just a carnivore. I love my grilled veggies, and I'm gonna show you my 3 favorites, okay? Yes, veggies, vamos. Okay guys, let me show you how I prep my veggies. I don't wanna go too deep because it's veggies, right? Who cares? And trust me, they're gonna be good. Okay, let's start with the onions. Everything that I'm gonna do here is super easy, right? First, we're gonna take the skin, the layers. So we cut it in 4 in foil. We're gonna put pepper and oil. No salt, okay? If you put salt, it's gonna be very watery, right? It's gonna get all watery and you don't want that. So pepper and olive oil. Close our present. Leave it like a little open there, like a little chimney. These 2 are ready. Let's go. Now let's do my provolone filled bell pepper. This is a very common recipe in Argentina. It's extremely delicioso. Let me show you how it's done. First, you have to pick your pepper with the 4 butts, right? Normally they have 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way you can cut it in half and build your boats. See? Look at that boat. So now I have my boats ready. I have a provolone cheese, provolone. So now we're gonna fill them up with provolone. Why provolone, you're asking? Because provolone is the best cheese to grill, to melt. Tastes awesome. But I think the most important thing is the melting characteristics. Now, the secret weapon. Al Frugoni spicy chimichurri. I love the smell of a good chimichurri. Mamma mia. Okay, last but not least, let me introduce you to one of my best, actually my second best vegetable, the zucchini squash. I have green and yellow. I'm gonna show you how to prep it to the grill. I like to cook it as a steak, so I'm gonna slice here, slice the other end, right? Take the tip, then we're gonna slice it like that. Zucchini, like men, they're not all do the same. They're not all the same, right? Zucchini, some zucchinis are like that, some zucchinis are like that, and some zucchinis are straight, right? So I don't want to be like doing that, right? Actually, that's I'm the same. Okay. So what we do is like we flip it until we get straight. And now, yes, it's a straight cut. Okay, same here, right? Okay. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about that. let's Santi. Santi. Last part, we're gonna season that zucchinis. I like to put olive oil just to the cooking. Season a little bit the zucchinis. Just olive oil and pepper, that's all we need here. I think now the ribs are ready to flip. We're gonna flip the ribs and we're gonna start cooking the veggies that they shouldn't take more than 1 hour, 45 minutes or 1 hour. Vamos. Onions al rescoldo, right next to the coals, not on top of the coals, right next to it, right? And this, like I told you, like any other steak. These zucchinis, they can hold a lot of heat, right? These ones, they cook slow because they have to cook and melt the cheese. Un poquito de olive oil. And check this out, 3 hours in, look at that. Now it's hot. I'm thinking this is probably 180. I think we can eat that now, right now, it's perfect. And it was 100% cooked from the bone, right? But we're gonna flip it and see how it looks, okay? Still, we're gonna cook it for 45 minutes in the other side, right? See the membrane, how it protects? And that doesn't mean that you have to eat the membrane. Same as the fat, right? You don't like the fat, check it after. You don't have to take it at the beginning. Let's check the asador one. Oof. Look at this, baby. Look at this drippings. All right, same deal. 3 hours in. I like it. It's not as hot as that one, right? So it's a little bit behind. But look how easy it is to flip this one. Bring it to me. Boom. Let's check. I like it. 5 seconds, same temperature. Again, the wind is treating us pretty nice today, so I think 1 hora más, and we are eating. 4 hours in, everything is done. Check this out, it's looking perfect. Look at those drippings. This is done, of course the veggies are done. Let's see the crust, is everything done. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pull everything out. We're gonna rest these ribs for 20 minutes, and we're gonna be eating. Vamos, vamos. Okay guys, this is it. Look at this beauty. This is the one that we cook in the normal grill, and this in the rack. You can see the lines of the rack, but this is something that you have to consider, guys. We cook this 4 hours, right? Normal smoking probably takes you more than 10. In open fire, 4 hours is considered a long cook. Another thing, and you're gonna see when I cut it, the texture of the rib is different when you smoke. Check this out. See what I mean? See how this protects? Look at that. You thought that you can do this with open fire cooking only in 4 hours? Wait until we cut this, okay? Look can see Santi's face right now. This is beautiful. This is perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for. See, the moist inside is gonna be tender, I know. But again, did you think you can pull these clean bones after cooking open fire in 4 hours? I bet you didn't, right? This one, because the fire was more aggressive, that this was asador style, you can see the membrane is more crisp, right? Yeah, like butter, so look. It's actually pretty good. Oh no, the membrane is so chewy. Really good. Look, all the moisture. All that moisture was with the bone and the membrane, right? Oh, I love you. Okay, again, guys, this is probably one, if not my favorite cut of beef ever. Look, a little bit of fat, a lot of meat. Fat is flavor. Freaking unbelievable. Santi, you have to try this, man. Smoky. The salt and pepper is something that I love. The fatty, extremely tender. Try this out, Santi. Extremely tender. Cameraman, you need to try this, man. I hope everybody in the US can taste this. You should see the face of the cameraman. You like it, right? Okay, this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like more content like this, subscribe to our channel. Frugoni out. Vamos.